Oh, hi. Now, William Blake said that everything is an attempt to be human. How human are you? And I was wondering if he also was looking at being human as in developing our souls. And I'd wanted to start a little business of doing soul discussion, one-to-one people talking about how they're developing their souls. And I was going to call it Understanding Souls. And then someone pointed out to me that one is not trying to stand under their soul. I was like, yeah, I hadn't thought of that before. Understanding souls. It's like the soul shouldn't be under everything. We're not standing under our soul. We're going up towards our soul. We want to be upstanding souls. See, wordplay is quite important, as we all know from looking at magic and things, how words are used against us. Someone was pointing out to me yesterday about, I got told off for using this word, plandemic, but this person I was talking to yesterday was saying, planned demonic. And I'd never thought of it like that. I suppose it is a way of, because I believe all this is a satanic attack on all our souls. Our souls are the important thing that we should be working upon. And, the dark forces want our souls. They eat our souls. They feed themselves on our souls. But also their plan is to stop us returning our souls, to the divine source, which is where we're supposed to be ending if we work on ourselves. The divine source wants our souls, but good souls, upstanding souls. And what's stopping us doing this? As Gurdjieff says, we enjoy our suffering far too much. Or humans do. They really like suffering. Worries me. And part of this work is to realise why we suffer. It's all the hows, whys, whats kind of questions. Why do we suffer? What is it that is in our suffering that we like? Do we want to suffer? So doing this kind of work again helps us deal with our suffering of, as I say, looking at it and stopping our suffering, being aware of what suffering is. And we understand other people suffer. We understand animals suffer at man's hands. But animals also suffer in their everyday lives, as humans also suffer in their everyday lives. But it's holding on to our suffering that's what's causing the problems with our souls. We need to, as they say, let go. But the way to let go is by dealing with our suffering and looking at it and figuring out what it is that we're allowing this suffering to cause. And I'm sure many of you know that most of our suffering, what we think's the problem, when we look deeper into it, is another problem. Then we look further back and it's like, oh, that happened when I was a child, and that's what caused all this strange patterns that I use throughout my life, and how I react to things instead of acting and doing. And we hold on to things and we become mechanical. And what Gurdjieff's work is obviously to stop us being mechanical. It's trying to make us be real, true humans. As William Blake said, as I said at the beginning of this quote, William Blake, the fantastic artist and writer, poet extraordinaire, said that everything we are aiming to do is to be human. Well, in our humanity, we must also be aiming to develop our souls and go forwards. And part of this suffering is people want to use it as a way to not do anything, or they can use it as an excuse not to go anywhere. I've heard people say to me, I'm not worthy to go to God. Well, God's got, the divine source has open arms to everyone. The divine source is full of love, and our souls become enlightened with love and light. It doesn't matter what you've done in the past. If you can rectify it now and go forward for the future, then you're working on your soul. The divine source is always there. The higher self is always calling down to you. It never abandons you, whatever you've done in the past, because you can forgive yourself and you can be forgiven by the gods. And forgiving yourself is one of the major things of dealing with suffering. Forgiving yourself for playing the poor me, as some people say. Poor me, look at me, I've been through so much, I've suffered so much. Well, everybody suffers, but everybody has a soul that they can develop, and if they want to go towards the divine source, that's what they need to work upon. So it's not just about being human, it's about soul work, and keep yourself safe from the satanic agendas. And as I was saying in the past show about the light, if you're full of light, it does attract dark forces because they want to distract you. They do their best. You're even more of a game to play than all those that are ignoring all that's going on and just following the agenda. They really want to corrupt all those that are heading towards the light. So stay pure in your light. Be an upstanding soul. Until next time, peace and love to you all.